Okay, today is April the 6th, 2016. Watching the Northeast Pacific infrared loop, and we can see a right angle is forming on this storm system right here. This is a storm that is moving towards the west coast. We also have this upper level low is now moving towards Southern California. So I've freeze framed this one frame. This is the last frame of this development, and we can see that there is a phased array radar generating a right angle here, and it looks like they're attempting to split this front from the core. Let's go ahead and just run this for a second and see what it looks like. This was a solid unit here last night, and then we noticed right now that we have a radar right here that is focusing heat right down on top of this area and generating a lot of heat. That is separating this this portion of the front from the core. We can see that actually happening here. So if we just stop this, we can see what's happened here. We have almost a nearly perfect right angle. This edge right here is straight, and we have this edge here. And that's several hundred miles. This is almost probably about 1,000 miles. California is just about 1,000 miles long. And then we have this edge. This is quite a bit longer. This is probably over 1,000 miles on the vertical side. So anyway, there it is. Let's roll that. Let's go back to the, and also we can see the this low pressure system, upper level low, is now moving towards Southern California. But right now, as I mentioned, we have very strong winds to the south and very heavy chemtrail haze over the tops of all the clouds that are trying to move in. And the temperature is already 76 degrees, so we're going to have a hot day today, I would guess. They're trying to stop the rain. Last night we saw really good evidence of weather manipulation. All that weather was being turned out to the east from a radar that was actually steering that system. Now we're seeing that this is moving to the north. But look right here, this is very interesting. Right in this area, it's just clearing out. As this moisture field moves in, there is a huge clearing being made as it advances into the area. So they've got transmitters obviously right offshore. We know that those Channel Islands have golf ball radomes with phased array type transmitters that are creating this feature right here, this void. All right, let's look at the, this is the water vapor loop. We can see that right angle once again. Now, if they allow this system to move in, and there's also forecast, this will move in and then this will move in second, we could get a lot of rain. I mean, probably we could get possibly 5, 6, 7 inches of this with both of these moving in, but I don't think they're not going to allow that. We have very hot temperatures right now for the time of the year it is. The chemtrails are very, very thick. And let's take a look at the sea level analysis here. Pressure is pretty much the same as last night. Right here where we are, it's about 1,016 millibar. We have 1,020 all through this area here. So we'll keep an eye. Here we are, 1,016. Okay, let's look next at the surface analysis map. See, this is a 996 millibar storm moving to the north-northeast. Got highs positioned right here, just off of Washington and Oregon and Northern California. We've got a trough still sitting perfectly right along the coastline of California right here. LA is at 34 north, 118 west, right about here. So we're just going to have to keep an eye on things. Right now they are right now they're preventing any sort of rainfall. That's obvious. We should be having rain right now. All right, let's take a look at the western U.S. water vapor loop. You can see that this is the system here is not really moving to the northeast. It's actually moving more in a easterly direction. And we can see that right angle forming. About an hour, that should be just about perfect. Here's that. Here's the infrared loop. Same thing. So this is pretty much owning the weather in 2016. We'll just title this film, this segment, Owning the Weather in 2016. We've got two opportunities, an upper level low right here, moving into Southern California, perfect opportunity to get 3 or 4 or 5 inches of rain. This is heavy rain here. Also, we have this system moving in. The system is being deflected by high pressure and chemtrails. High pressure being generated from these radars right in this area. And then we have this system over here. Southern California is not getting much rain. And as I mentioned, our local weather forecaster predicted just half an inch at the most from both of these systems. We have this one moving in, and between both of these, we'll get a half inch of rain in Southern California. So that's that stinks. That reeks. Got some serious problems. Okay, here's the wave analysis. We can see that storm is generating 29-foot swells right here in the core. We've got 24 and 27 very high swells right here, and these swells will move right into the west coast. All right, let's take a look next at the 500 millibar. We can see that low down here moving towards California. We have this system out here, which is basically moving to the east. Here's the 300 millibar, same story. Got this system right here, very large low pressure. Okay, so that's the summary for now. We may do an update later tonight, but this is what we're looking at here. A half inch of rain only out of this entire, all this moisture. We're going to get a half inch of rain right here. That's amazing. Okay, that's it.